So guys, welcome to episode 1. This is all about index laws. That was very, very loud and aggressive, wasn't it? Indeed. So, index laws are super important. They are not strictly exam questions. You won't be asked, do this as an exam question, get a bunch of marks for it. However, they're really important. You need to use them all the time. So I would just memorize them. You can see them in a textbook. You can see how they work. However, they should be your GCSE knowledge. You should know this already. If you don't, not a problem though, because we're very briefly going to recap. So, question 1. We're just going to go straight into questions with these ones, guys. We will be more thorough later on, but this should be a recap. So, x cubed times x to the power of 4. When you multiply things raised to powers with the same base, you can add the powers together. So the answer to this is x to the power of 7, because it's x times x, but we've got a power of 3 here, a power of 4 here. So it's x to the power of 3 plus 4, which is x to the power of 7. P squared divided by p. Well, p squared means p times p. So p times p divided by p should just give us p again. So lots of p's. P squared divided by p, that's p to the 2 minus, divided by p to the minus 1. The reason why it's, or times by p to the minus 1 technically. So, so we could put 1 here like that if you wanted to, and you could say p squared, or p to the power of 2 minus 1, okay? Next one, 7a to the power of 4 divided by 2a to the power of 3. The first thing that we can do is we can write 7 over 2, because that's our 7 divided by 2 component. And then we need to look at a to the 4 divided by a to the 3. A to the 4 divided by a to the 3 is a to the 4 minus 3. A to the 4 minus 3 is a to the 1, which is just a. So 7 over 2a is our answer. Finally, k cubed divided by k squared. K cubed divided by k squared is, we can write this as k to the power of 3 times k to the power of minus 2. If a number is in the denominator of a fraction, you can write its power as the negative of what it is as a fraction when it's being multiplied. So you can write dividing by k squared as timesing by k to the minus 2. So you can put a minus in front and bring it to the top. Likewise, you can do the same thing. You can make a negative version of what you've got here and you can bring it down to a fraction. The reason you can do this is because division and multiplication are inverse operations. So they are intrinsically linked together. 3 plus minus 2 is simply 1. So our answer is K. This should be a recap of GCSE maths. This should not be too difficult. However, if you are finding this tricky, answer as many questions as you can in the textbook. I promise you it will quickly become a bit easier. This should be basic knowledge, I hope. But as I say, if it's not, just write down the index laws, remember them. So things like a to the m times a to the n is a to the m plus n, and things like that, they should just be known. So we're not going to spend too much time on it. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. See you in episode 2.